Okay, right now we're going to show you how to draft your own personal mail that you can start to build your email campaign with. When you're building a campaign, you need to first have letters pre-built or pre-written, and then once you have a number of letters that you want to put into the campaigns, then you can build your campaign from those letters. So our first step is going to be writing that letter. So the first thing we'll do is go up and click on Mailings and Email. We'll go over to Mailing Piece Library. And from here, we're going to compose a mailing piece. That's the first thing. We already have a number of them in here, but let's compose a brand new one. And actually, we're just going to be doing email, so let's go compose an email. Now, when this pulls up, it looks very similar to what it would if you were writing your own email to someone. So the first thing we'll do is make sure we say we're going to be doing an email. In this case, you can also do a printed letter and print it out. I don't usually use this system to do that, but you can. You can pick a category and add your own categories in here if you'd like to by basically stating, okay, these are going to be all buyer letters. Whoops, my fingers got stuck there. Buyer letters, buyers. Just put buyer on here and hit save. Okay, and if I just close that out, now I can just pick buyer out of that list. If you want sellers, if you want agents or vendors, whatever you want to put in, you can. So there's a category here. Now, what are we going to name this mailing piece? Well, let's call this buyer 1. We know this might be the first letter we'll send out to a buyer. I'm going to recommend to you that you put your initials at the beginning of this, because that way, if you are within the West USA system and you have other emails that are in there that were written by the company, all of your letters will show up in one location, all bunched together, because they stack up in there alphabetically. So if you want to put in your initials or something that identifies you right at the front, you could put a star, something. I recommend initials. I think it's kind of the quickest way to make sure that you can find all the letters you wrote. And then what you'll do then is call it buyer 1 or whatever you want to call it. In this case, this might be the first letter you're going to send to a buyer after they register on a website. Now the subject line. What are you going to put in here? Well, you could say about your Arizona home search. Just something along those lines. Anything you want. All right. Now we're going to dump down into the body of the email. Now, every email has a salutation or some sort of hello. So I like to be pretty casual. I'm just going to put hi. Now, if you're using this as a drip campaign, you can already predetermine that it will be a first name that will be in here unless you're much more formal. But if you've got your lead already built in here with first names, then I would recommend you use a first name here. Now, if you're going to be able to use this mail for a number of different clients, then you don't want to just plug in that particular mail because this will, or that particular client's name, because this will continue to be used for all of your clients. So let's be very generic and put in a merge field instead. So what it's going to do is pull in your client's first name. So you do this by clicking on merge field right here, and you'll see you have a number of other options that you can put in. In this case, we're going to put in the first name. So now what it's going to do is automatically load in that client's first name every time. I'll put a comma. And then here I'm going to put, oh, thank you for your registration on my website to search for homes. I look forward to working with you. I would love to assist you when, let's do this. I would love to assist you with the home you asked about on my site. When would you like to visit the home? I like to keep my first emails very short. Please give me a call or a quick email to respond, and we can get a showing scheduled. This is obviously just your first email. You do what you want to do. There are already preset letters in there for this, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what you can write. Now, I would also at this point go, thank you very much, and I would put their name back in here again. So it looks like you really took some time to write this out. And then you could do, now at this point, you could, if you've already pre-built this, put in your email signature. And there I did do there is a video that shows you how to set this up in the system. You could put it in here. If you haven't, you can just type it in, all of your signature information here. But right now what it's going to do is pull in all of the contact info that I've already pre-built in the signature. So that's it. Now I'm just going to hit save. If I wanted to, I could upload a file, I could put in a photo, I could put in a video link, some hyperlinks. You can do a lot of things in here that you're going to use a lot. I would caution you about doing anything too fancy about uploading a lot of photographs or any kind of special banners or things like that. I would keep it as clean as possible, because remember, this is a marketing piece that you may be sending out to people that have never even communicated with you yet. So don't get too fancy. We don't need to do that. We're just trying to get our message across. The more you put in here, the bigger chance you're going to get it to be spammed. So let's try to keep it real clean. And so with that, we're just going to hit save. And you can see that it built it right up here. And the more I build, they're going to load up right here at the top. This is a category buyer. So you can see that I've got that already set up, plus all of the other emails that are in here. So that's it for that right now. So now you've got your letter. So if you want to see what your letter says, again, you can basically go to your mailings and email. You'll go over to Mailing Piece Library, and all of your letters are here. Now they're in alphabetical order. I'm going to click on the letter, and there we go. If for some reason I see I need to change it, or I made a mistake, or maybe I've changed my message and I want to add something new, I can put in my number is below, which it already is. It's in the email signature. So if I want to do that, all I do is do that, and I hit save. If I want to change this, I can hit save as, but let's hit save. So now this one has now been saved, and the email now has the new information in here that I just added. So that's it. And now you keep writing and writing, and then you can build your own personal campaign from that. And we'll show you how to do that in the next video. Thanks and good luck.